way down to the other side. And oh, heavy contact there. I believe that was Lopez that looked like he lowered the shoulder and he kind of got into his, stuck in a rut there. I hope he's okay. Looks like Lopez will walk it off and he will go to the sideline. So we will have a substitution in for the Iowa Central Tritons. I believe that it's Ethan Larson coming in for the Tritons. As here comes an inside cross, a header attempt. It is a little windy, so it looked like the Tritons tried backing it back up to the goalkeeper, but it about even rolled in there. Alrighty, now we got 18.5 minutes to go in the first half as a long goal kick is booted all the way down. Little help from the wind there to get it to go all the way down there. There's Jaheim Halis. He's going to set it up all the way down to his teammate there as the ball will be kicked out of bounds, stopping a run from the Tritons. So then goes in the throw-in. It's going to be batted back and forth, and there's a steal for Southeastern. They'll push down to the other half. Now the Tritons will be stopped, so they're going to have to switch fields as they'll boot it all the way down to the other end. That was Augustin Menendez that had that most recent boot, had to boot it to the other side there. So in goes the throw-in, and it's good there. Prince Bagabo now back there, playing that forward position, trying to get up there, trying to stop that ball from being crossed in. And a heavy contact there as it goes back into the feet of a Southeastern mid. Gonna have to boot it away there. The ref's gonna call stoppage. Some disagreement between a Southeastern player and the referee here. Augustin Menendez now with the ball. Gonna boot it to the other end. Tried to get it to our left winger up there, Daniel Bozic from Germany over there. He'll attempt to throw it in, and it'll be good. As the Tritons will lose the ball, but they will get it right back. Here comes a shot on goal. Goalkeeper will save it there. That was the first Triton shot on goal for quite a long time here in this first half now. So the setup now, as it'll go the other way. Nice run here by Southeastern. As we're going to have Jose Galdiano Hernandez, the right back for the Iowa Central Tritons, boot that one away. So here comes in, I believe it was called a corner kick, but we will see here. Yep, it'll be a corner kick. Now with the wind here blowing in the favor of his own goalie, let's see where we'll have Southeastern place this ball. It's not about good ball placement here. It's going to be high and way over the heads of just about everyone, but it's going to be booted back away. Here comes the fight for the ball now. So the ball will be pushed into the corner, and now here comes a cross. Trends are going to need to boot it away as it's high and flying away and over the trees now. So it'll go out of bounds. I love the early on aggressiveness in the first half. You usually see that more in the second half. A little bit of agitation here, but it's okay. It's okay. Southeastern gets stuck up in that corner again as Nathan Granger tries to hit it out away, but he cannot do so as he fails, and an offsides will be called once again, I believe. Southeastern killing themselves with those penalties. Offsides, more or less. Granger now with it. He's going to back it all the way back up now to Jose Galdiano. Galdiano finds a teammate, and he'll get it all the way down. And a nice stab there. Usually not really ideal for a defensive back to go back and attempt a stab in the center of the field, but hey, it worked out. Tritons got their possession back. Granger now working with it. Oh, excuse me, that was Gabe Smith on that there. Prince can't retain possession there, so here comes the fight for the ball. The ball is just, it looks like a volleyball as it's going about 100 feet in the air, just batting back between both teams. Tritons look like they're going to play a little more conservative. Switching sides now. Hernandez hitting back over to the center. Attempted steal for Southeastern does not go their way. Gonna have to get in there if they want the ball back. And here comes the heavy cross in as the ball freezes in the air. Here comes a shot on goal, but it is blocked by Galdiano. What a block. Here we go now as we're about to resume play as the wind tried to get to play factor too much there. And here comes a crossover. That's really good defense from Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith in that nice headband. He's going to play. Oh, just can't get there well enough as Southeastern scores a header in this windy matchup going against the wind. Hey, way to use their head there, Southeastern, as they will go on the scoreboard, going up 3-0 early on in this first half. We got 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. So they're going to play it back to Bakari Matende. Back to the other end. Here comes the setup. The Tritons are going to need to communicate a little bit better if they want to come back in this ball game. And it will just start off with a rally. They're going to have to continue to play back. Southeastern's just doing a really good job applying this pressure. And they're going against the wind, too. Ball going to be played all the way down to Ricardo Wele. Can't get it there in time. It's going to go all the way back now. And here comes a nice little handoff from Southeastern, but a big block there. That was Agustin Menendez that put his foot and back into action, causing the run to stop there for Southeastern. You know, Southeastern made a long drive up here from all the way to Fort Dodge, Iowa, and they came ready and prepared to go up early. Wele tries to get up there, but he cannot. Tries are going to have to play it back, but it goes way far back. Ball's now crossed over to the left. Not entirely for sure, but I believe that was Kabasale Musengo that tried calling for the handball, and he got it to go his way. So the Tritons now will start with it. They're going to attempt to go left here. Play it back into the center and then play it back. Tritons working on this box drill here, trying to get around the two defenders of Southeastern. Here comes the pressure. And it is too much for the Tritons backfield to overcome, and they boot it away. That's just been the story of the game so far. The biggest key factor in why Southeastern's on top is applying that pressure. Back now, here's Gabe Smith. He's coming on, trying to do the same thing. Wele was just behind as well. But I believe it was kicked off Gabe Smith's right boot, so it'll go back to Southeastern. Here comes the throw-in. And a little shove, but okay, yeah, it is called for a little stoppage there. I was going to say that was pretty intentional. You could see that our guy was shoved to the ground there. Big boot crossing way over midfield line, and Gabe Smith's going to try to go all the way down. Back to the center. Wele at the top there. He can't save it. So the ball is just juggling around between everyone, really. A bit tougher to keep track. As the official says, come on, play the ball here. Getting too handsy back there in the midfield. Ricardo Wele now is going to go over to talk with the ref. It looks like he's got a piece of jewelry on he's not allowed to play with, maybe. As the official will keep it in his back pocket till the end of the half or game, presumably, until he gets it back. Ball's hit high, flying, it's floating, and Southeastern, retains possession of the ball miraculously. It goes in between the feet of an Iowa Central defender, but it can't go in the back post. I believe that was Augustine that went in between the legs in. He's going to kick it back to the right side now. And they'll work the other way, but they cough up the ball. Waylay now, he's going to stop there in the center. He's going to have to give it off. As he's trying to go from right to left. Played to the back now, counting down with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to remaining in the first half. In comes in the throw-in. This will be booted out of bounds again, but it was off the toe of a Southeastern mid, so it'll go back to the Tritons. The Tritons now will begin to throw it in. They're going to look way downfield. Going to attempt to give it all the way down to Waylay, but they miss it there. But it looked like he was shoved in the back now. So Tritons will have a free kick opportunity. They're sending just about everyone up there. Let's go, Tritons. All you got to do is make contact with the ball and kick it with your foot. Put it in the back net now. Oh, Gabe Smith went up to duel the goalkeeper, but he does not come away with it. Waylay now, double team. He's going to have to play it off. It's going to be crossed over to Smith. Smith now. And a nice bicycle kick. Oh, my goodness. You know, the Tritons did not score there, but never do you ever see a bicycle kick in community college soccer. I missed who it was, but I believe it was Prince that tried putting it in the back of net there. That was exciting to watch. Southeastern now will go the other way. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the half. It's go time now for these teams if they want to score right before the buzzer sounds off. Southeastern's going to work all the way to the right. Play it back, doing a really good job. Oh. So try and stop that transition. And now will come in a throw-in. It's going to be booted away and back to the center. Southeastern milking that clock, doing really well, conserving their time of possession. Waylay's going to come on to apply the pressure. Nothing there. Southeastern now will go to its left corner. Try and get the nice dance round of Galdiano. The attempt is unsuccessful. Triton's still stuck in a pickle. They got to get their way out of their end of the half. And oh my goodness. That was a little too close to comfort from that mid there, and he dances around him. And Waylay now, he's going to have an attempt. He's going to work his way up. Pass it down to Smith. Smith, he's going to play it in. He can't get it to go. And oh, my goodness. A prime opportunity, a great shot on goal for the Tritons, but then out of nowhere, just when their luck ran out, a Southeastern defender kicked it out of bounds and sent it into the trees. But that will call on for a corner kick, so let's see what the Tritons can do here with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining. I believe that is Kenneth Lopez in the corner there. Lopez, the lefty, he's going to send it in. Oh, and a header attempted there, but he couldn't get it to go. Southeastern now is going to be working up front. Nothing there. Wele's going to try to get into it, but he has his defender slide down, so it'll lead to a Triton possession. Wele now with the ball. He's stuck. He's got to move his feet if he wants to score. He's going to play it in. Oh, no. Now the Tritons are going to have to get back to play defense with 20 seconds remaining there. Here comes the throw-in. Physical play will call for the end of the half. That was a really good half for both teams, despite the score being 3-0. Each team come out really strong from their end. You would have thought that the Tritons would have had more of an advantage with this win going their direction, but they could not communicate as well on offense and apply good enough pressure as well as Southeastern could, so that's why they are 3 goals up early in this one. As both sides are going to take a break, and I think we're going to take a break here in the booth as well. For Triton Nation, we will see you right back once we get the second half off started. Welcome back, Triton Nation, as we are back early in this one as the Tritons look to capitalize on their early deficit to Southeastern. Looks like they're going to roll with the same game plan as starters as beforehand. We got some early contact in the box, but it looks like it's going to go back to the Tritons, so we will have a goal kick opportunity for them. Be high and flying. Now the Tritons, despite being down, they are going to be working with the wind against their favor. Obviously right now we see how much the wind is taking advantage of that Triton ball, of the Triton cross going way high up in the air and flowing backwards. The ball is now saved by the goalie getting down there. What a save for the Tritons goalie, Ever Tobar, number 0 back there in the box. He's had a lot of challenges today, and he's taken advantage of most of them, but he's also had them not go his way either. Now the Tritons will be working down. That is Denzel Mesfud that has the soccer ball right there. He's going to have to play it all the way back to number 19, Lucas Polachi. Polachi now he's going to send it down to Mesa. Mesa gives it to Agustin Menendez, and he's going to play it all the way back down to their right back, Khan Usil. Ball's being batted around, and it'll go out of bounds, but remain possession for the Tritons. Here comes the throw-in. It is good. Got to the feet of Masengo there. As the ball is batted back into the trees, and now Southeastern's on the attack. It looks like they could beat them. But they're stopped short of their track there. Triton's going to have to be playing a lot of defense coming in from those goal ins. There's Gabe Smith there playing that good defense. As the Tritons get right back on him for the defense. That was Matt Stam there that tried getting into the face of that mid for Southeastern. Oh, and some contact there. So the play will be dead, and looks like we're going to take a pause of the action, see if there's going to be a free kick opportunity or not here for Southeastern. Tritons are going to need to build a six-man wall because they're just that close to their own goalie box. Comes a hit in, and it goes between the legs. It looks like a foul could have been called. Let's see here. Tritons wanted a hands call there, but I don't believe it's going to go their way. It's going to go 4-0 now with 39 minutes and 49 seconds left in the second half. Hit over now. That's Mesa with the ball. He's going to have to work his way outside. He's going to have to kick it all the way over to Bernard. Bernard stuck in traffic, so he's going to have to cough it up, give it back to the Tritons. They're going to try to save it, but it is now inbounds. What a kick there from the Tritons, number 19, Polachi. As he goes over his head to save that ball. It was attempted to get to Jimson St. Louis for Southeastern, but it was failed there, as now the ball will go out of bounds. Here comes the throw-in from Mesa. Mesa gets it all the way to Wele. Wele coughs the ball up. The ball is stolen from Stom there from the Tritons. Ball batted around in the goalie box. Too close for comfort there for the Tritons. They almost lost another ball there. And oh my goodness, when the ball was most recently batted out of bounds by number 18, Eric Beneas of Southeastern, it went straight to a beverage of a fan, and milk spilled all over one of the fans. So in comes the ball. It's going to be batted back to the Triton side. As Usel's going to have to try to get on it, but he cannot. And the ball is batted in now from number 11, Jimson St. Louis of Southeastern. He scored once again for today. Here's the celebration running in place. Ever Tobar of the Tritons has had a tough go-around today. Ball in, going to be played back into St. Louis. It's looked like he's going to lose the ball. It's going to be, no, he's going to try to save it. That was defended by Menendez and then eventually kicked out of bounds by Polachi. Ball hit in, no, just over the net now. As it takes away to 36 minutes left in the second half. These Tritons are still down. It's been quite a long while since we've seen it be a one-possession game right at the beginning of the game. Hopefully the Tritons can bring their deficit at least a little closer together. That was well defended by Palachi. He's going to send it all the way down. And in comes in Musango. No good, though. But then Gabe Smith applies contact to the ball as he will then eventually lose it. So it'll work all the way back to goalkeeper Joseph back there. Goes over the head of Mesa. Mesa loses it, and in comes number 29, Bernard. Bernard puts it in the back net. 6-0 now for Southeastern, as this is beginning to look like a highlight reel for the Southeastern men's soccer team. Evar Tobar was a little too short to block that ball from going into the back net. That was just straight finesse from Bernard. So now Waylay is going to play it all the way back. It's going to find the feet of Stom. Stom. Oh, and that was a nice little cut there from Bauer. Bauer's working with the ball right now as he's going to cross it back over to Mesa. Mesa now. He's going to look for Gabe Smith. He's going to play it back to Granger. Granger now working with it. He's going to play it then back to Smith. It looks like they had a good relationship there, working back and forth between each other, but the ball was lost. Therefore, Mesa will have to throw it back in. Targeted Waylay there, but he lost it. Gabe Smith's going to have to put on the burners if he wants to get that ball, so he'll lose it there. Now Palachi. Palachi, he's going to drive. Forget about passing. It's Palachi time. He's going to dance his way in. He's going to attempt a shot there, but it's off target. It's going to go out of bounds. Might have hit off of an ankle. Looks like it did not. Then it'll go all the way into Bauer as he's going to put his foot to use. Meanwhile, the ball got sent sailing all the way down to the south end of the field and went out of bounds, but we are back in play now. Can play it over to Mono. Mono now. It's a nice play in from Palachi. He'll lose the ball. Jotaro Mono now. He's going to cross it all the way into Southeastern. Jeez. In Southeastern mid, Benejas, who recently just hit the milk into the fans. He's going to send that ball sailing all the way over. Mesa now, he's going to save it. He's going to have to put it back in the corner. We're going to have a throw in now. Mesa gets it all the way to Smith. Gabe Smith now. Can't do anything there. This ball is going to be like a ping pong ball, back and forth between all players now. Currently, it's back to Jotaro Mono. Joseph now back there. He's going to hand the ball off to Arita. Arita. He's going to try to do too much himself. He's going to lose possession of the ball. Triton captain Waylay tries getting in there, but he also loses the ball, so it'll now go back to Bernard, who just recently scored for Southeastern. To Kofi now. Kofi's going to play it down to Jimson St. Louis. St. Louis. Oh. It looks like everyone on Southeastern is going to have a crack at shooting on target at the goal. No one wanted to pass to each other there. They just wanted to line up and boot it. Well, when the score is 6-0, who says you can't do that? 31-34 now. Is your time remaining on the clock? it looked like Ever Tobar and defender Granger were talking back and forth, trying to do a nice little game plan going on for them there, but they lost it. St. Louis now. He's going to go from the corner. He's going to keep driving in. He's going to cross it over. Can't get it to go anywhere, so it'll be lost up, and we have the midfielder for Iowa Central, Gabe Smith, saving that ball right there. And Bretter is going to go in. He's going to be shoved down in the corner from Palachi, but it looks like since he played the ball there, there will be no foul called. No wrongdoings there. It's going to go back into Jotaro Mano. Jotaro Mano is going to play it over to De Almeida. It looked like that was Uchi Higashima that tried to cross it in there, but he'll lose it there. Ever Tobar is going to have his opportunity to play it in now. So he'll just look to play it short to Mesa. Mesa now getting over to Granger. Granger's going to try to slide down and get the ball back, but he cannot. Mesa still stuck. Plays it over to Gabe Smith, who uses his head. Granger's going to have to step up, and he'll play the ball all the way down to center field line as Gabe Smith, it looks like he tried setting up Wele there, but he just coughs it up and throws it all the way back down to Yosef, the goalkeeper for Southeastern, as it's now going to be sent all the way back over to Guimbretter. Guimbretter is going to work his way up the field. He's going to play it down. He's going to target Bernard. Luckily, Tobar was paying attention and doesn't give the ball back up to Southeastern there. So here comes Palachi now with it, who's usually a defender, but he's going to work his way up center field line. And, oh, he tried to play it to Masengo, but Masengo just isn't quick enough to the ball there. This will be batted out of bounds, and here comes the throw-in from Bauer. Bauer now. He got the ball directly back after the throw-in, and he decided to kick it back out of bounds. Although it didn't hit off of a defender for Southeastern, so it'll be Southeastern possession. With 28 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the game clock. So we'll take a pause in the action for an untied shoe. Uchigashima will play it in now. Now Stom, he'll try to get in there. No, really close there to beating his man, but it's no good. He'll throw it all the way over. Granger not paying attention, so Mesa's going to have to step up. Gets between three defenders. The defensive man's playing offense, so he tries to take a Hail Mary crack at it, but he sends it way over the net, and the ball goes rolling out of bounds over by the Apple Orchard. So it'll go back to Southeastern. And Yosef's going to take his time, placing the ball down, telling his guys just to keep playing conservative. You guys are doing really well. Let's just milk the clock away is something that I'm assuming he's saying to his guys. Yosef's got to kick it soon if he wants to not have a penalty shot. As the ball just keeps rolling and bouncing over everyone. Plays it back to Bernard. Bernard can't maintain possession, so there goes Granger. Play down to Menendez. Menendez gets it over to Palachi. Palachi, no. Who's going to be the answer here for the Tritons? Let's see a score today. Let's see some battle. Granger now with it. He's going to start to play it over to Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith, nothing there. Granger's going to disagree with the call, but he will forfeit the ball up to Bernard. And here comes a sub in, as we will have Benejas and Jimson St. Louis getting subbed out for number 24, Applewhite, and number 17, Pontes of Southeastern, both playing the forward position. Pontes is a really, really tall soccer player out there. He's got some long legs we got to be looking out for in this one. I wonder if he's played some goalkeeper in his youth. Usually that's what they look for in goalkeepers, the length there. But anyway, we are back in action. Mesa now, he's going to have to play it back to Menendez. Menendez, he's in a jam, so he'll play it off to Palachi. Palachi now saves it. He's going to dance around Mano. Mano now gets the ball back. Jotaro Mano, he's going to play it all the way over to Pontes. Pontes gets his first action of the second half as he's going to tip the ball out of bounds. It's okay, he's got some cold feet out there. Menendez now, he's going to have to step up and play defense to not let the ball go rolling in, and that's exactly what he does there. Tobar now. Play it back to what seems to be his favorite defender, Mesa. He's gone to him a lot after a goal kick or a little roll-in opportunity. Now Granger's going to have to step up. Fails to get in front of him, but luckily we have Mtende getting right behind him for the pickpocket steal. So the Tritons will now begin to work with it. Masengo's going to work all the way down. He's going to decide to play Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith now. The winger's going to get all the way over, but play it in a rough spot for our Tritons as the ball is going to be booted back away. Mesa. He's going to stretch all the way out there, and he's going to have the ball just roll out of bounds. So in comes in another substitution. Looks like we will have number 9 and number 10 for Southeastern. That is Munz and De Amaldia. The midfielder and defender going out to rest for the rest of this soccer match. 23 minutes and 23 seconds remaining now on the clock. In subbed in is number 8, Valencia. And number 20, Sarubi. Is up there playing forward now. Looks like currently Mano uses his head. He doesn't headbutt it strong enough, though, to get past the Iowa Central goalkeeper, as it'll go way over the head of number 9, Wele. Wele now, he's going to be hungry for the ball, trying to play that defense, but cannot get there in time. So now Pontes will begin to work. Pontes is going to play it back to Sarubi. The substitution players working together now. Trying to get each other the cut of the pie, I guess. Oh. And that was a dangerous decision by Josef from Southeastern to play it right in front of an Iowa Central forward. But luckily it was batted away by their defender. So here comes Mesa. Mesa, he'll play it over to Granger once again. Granger stuck up in a corner, so he'll have to play it back. And Tritons look really good when they do this, when they play conservatively in the backfield, switching the sides now, as they'll go the other end. Comes the boot over, nothing there, although Gabe Smith's going to lax off him there. So in comes in Pontes on the other end. Looked like we had a heavy hit there for Southeastern. So we got a man down. Hopefully he's okay though, but we'll resume play until the ball is stopped. And it is there. That was number 19, Guimbretter for Southeastern. I hope he's okay. Bernard goes over to check up on him. Looks like it's his knee. He's walking off now. Looks like he could have just stubbed it a little hard, but we possibly will have a substitution for him, as he's back to jogging, so that's good. We like to see that. He looks like he's going to be okay. So in comes on Arita, I believe. No, I was wrong there. That'll be De Bruyne for Southeastern. My apologies there. The 4 and the 14 got me a little mixed up. De Bruyne now will be playing right back for Southeastern. Let's see what his magic will do for Southeastern. Ball's going to be played back there. Going to need someone to step up on defense. Nothing there so far. Bernard, we don't want it to be in the feet of him. We've seen him score once, twice already. So on will go a corner kick now. The official was calling the hold there as we were not set, but he kicked it anyway. That was Sir Ruby there. Looked like a ball keeper was not paying attention there. As a player and official were getting a little angsty. But anyway, now here comes the ball being played in, as it'll roll out of bounds to Valencia. Valencia keeps it in now. Van Loom also recently subbed in. He'll dance around some Iowa Central defenders. And he'll get it over to Pontes. Pontes now. He's going to have to lay it off. The ball appears like it was in a pinball machine because it was bouncing around just about everyone's foot there. It'll go out of bounds. Go back to Southeast. Play it in now. Looks like a lack of communication will lead to a turnover once again for the Tritons. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 18 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, excuse me, in the second half now. So here comes the free kick opportunity from Jotaro. Mano gets the ball smoking, and I think he would have wanted that one back as he did not go for the assist. Little greedy there for it. Tobar now. Tritons battling for the ball. So Matende is going to have to slide in there to save that one. They'll lose it there, so now it'll go 17 minutes remaining in this one. As they'll play it over to Sarubi. Sarubi! Pontes with the shot on goal. Get it over to Masengo now. Masengo. He'll have to lay it back off to Bauer. Bauer keeps it in bounds. A good play there from Bauer. Back over, nothing there. So here comes Jotaro Mano. Mano. He's pushed to the ground, but there was no call made there. Oh, a late call. You know, Mano played it off to Uchikashima, but it looked like the ref was a little late to call that one. We're okay here. So another free kick opportunity for Mano will come on, unless they'll fake it out to Sarubi, the lefty. We've seen him in on some corner kicks as of recently. It will be Sarubi. The lefty with a hefty swing, but it is not enough for Ever Tobar. He'll play it back over to Bauer. Bauer going to send it over to the Southeastern coaching staff. So it'll go back to Valencia. De Bruyne now. He's going to have to play some good defense if he wants to stop Gabe. Smith now in a 2-on-1 opportunity for Gabe Smith and Polacci, but it was not enough there. So play it over to Applewhite. Ball's going to have to be kicked back to Mesa. Mesa. Kick it down to Bauer. Bauer. Ugh. Ball gets in a jam, and it is lost again from the Tritons. 14 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the final half to go. 6-0. Southeastern's on top, and they're going to have a throw-in opportunity. But first, a sub in and a sub out. Aparisi will be subbed out. And I believe that is Moon subbed back in. The shot attempt is no good. So the Tritons will just play it back off to Menendez. Menendez will get it over to their guy. Nothing there. Matende now. He'll be physical, trying to get in there. Matende puts his head to it. Gets it over to Menendez. Menendez and Matende playing back and forth off of each other. They'll try to have to lay it off. The ball is lost once again, and that was Van Loom that got in there. Pontes now. Menendez now is going to play it back over to Wele, and he can't score there. Mesa is going to have to work his way over. Oh, big save there from Tobar as he stretches out and bats the ball out of bounds. In comes in Mono for the corner kick. Oh, Pontes! No. And a hand call was missed there. Gabe Smith now, he'll play it out. Gets it over to Matende. Matende. He's going to have to play it back. It's going to be dangerous there. Menendez. So he'll play it all the way down to to Pontes. To the Tritons Pontes. Gabe Smith. Oh, swipe. Opportunity. Nothing there. Stom gets it back. No. As he'll lose it. Gets back over to Mono. Mono is going to go to the corner where Uchi Higashima is, and he'll play it over. Ball will go out of bounds, so another corner kick opportunity here for Southeastern. So now Sarubi will go over. Sarubi now. He'll cross it over. Goes way over and off to the other side. Give it back to Tritons Pontes. Pontes going to play it all the way back to Menendez. Menendez now will work with it. So he'll kick it down. Ooh. Ball is being checked in and out. Oh. Physical play there, but the game will resume. Looked like that was Bauer most recently that just booted it all the way down to Palachi. Palachi now with an opportunity. Oh, and it rolls just off to the left. What a great opportunity from Palachi to get it in back of the net. Becomes up just left of the goalpost. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining now. So Yosef will have an opportunity to go goal kick here. As he calls for everyone to go up because he knows it's going to be high sailing and rolling. As he gets it past center field line, and there is the high sailing and there's the rolling. As Menendez will kick it out of bounds. They're going to play it into Applewhite with Menendez covering. Now played over to Mesa. Mesa gets to Granger. Granger back to Mesa. Mesa going to play it down to Wele. Wele loses it, but there's Matende. We saw Matende with the bicycle kick from earlier. Uber athletic move. Although it does the Tritons no good until they get the ball right back. Pontes now tries getting it past Van Loom. Doesn't necessarily, but it finds the foot of a Triton. But it'll go back to Southeastern. So there will go Mesa. No one's stepping up to cover Southeastern, and there we go. Menendez comes out of the corner, and he'll step in and have the ball go flying out, but it is still in play. So Ruby now, the lefty, as he'll try to cross it in, but is no good. Then go to Southeastern's Pontes. Pontes now. He'll play it up and over the net. Going out of bounds. So here comes a goal kick. Come on, Tritons. I want to see a score here from you guys. They're battling pretty hard against them, but it may just not be enough here. 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining now. It's it over to Stom. Menendez now playing defense against Applewhite. Applewhite tries going in. I believe he flopped a little bit there. Mesa now, as they act as if they are in a hurry to score, and really they are. Granger now, he's going to have to go and get the ball over to Mesa. Mesa with the throw-in. Gets it over to Waylay, but Waylay's just a little too short for it there. Get it over to Polacci. Polacci, no. So now Valencia. He'll play it back to Arita. Arita now will play it forward, but he will miss his target. So it'll go back to Pontes. Pontes plays it over to Polacci, and it goes in between the legs of number 15, Stam, for the Tritons. Menendez now, 2 against 1. He's going to have to play it back to Tobar. Tobar finds Polacci. Polacci slides, nothing there. Oh. And Applewhite did not have his eyes open looking for that. Otherwise, he would have had a much better opportunity at scoring, as he would have been very, very free range there. Get it over to Stam now. Stam. Play it to Bauer. Bauer. They'll go back to Menendez. Menendez is going to try to hit everyone in the backfield as it goes down to Mesa, but it loses track of sight of everyone. Tritons are having a hard time connecting to their forwards. I noticed that from their defenders and midfielders. And I think that's just been a short story to possibly a loss today. 5 minutes remaining in the match, as it's not looking good for the Tritons. Jotaro Mano now. Played over, and here comes the cross in. As it hits the front of the net, but out of bounds. Just hits the outer shell of the goalpost there. Mason now. He'll play it over to Granger. Granger stopped with it, but he'll play it back to Mesa. Mesa is going to look, but Valencia is there to stop him in his tracks. So he'll kick it over to Uchi Hagashima. Uchi now dances and almost gets around Polacci. Oh, and I believe he's down there. I believe he's holding his ankle. I hope he's okay there. So we will, as it looks like the match will go to an injury timeout, so we'll take a timeout from up here in the booth as well, and we will resume action once everyone is cleared off the field. Uchigashima will walk off to his own power. Pontes will drive the ball in, but a little too high for that one. So we'll resume action here. Over at Harlan, no. This ball will go rolling now, out of bounds once again. We've seen that happen quite a bit here in the second half with the wind. Now be played over Jotaro Mano. Mano, he'll set up Applewhite. Applewhite just short on that one. Menendez, excuse me, he'll boot it away, so it'll go back to, it's looking like a corner kick. Let's see if there'll be a change here. No. Jotaro Mano, the righty, will set up. We haven't seen very many corner kicks get played on the ground. He'll play it back over now. Oh! and Pontes tried getting up there, but it was even a little too high for him. Along with De Bruyne, who are very tall individuals, they are skyrocketing over every single other player there. Play it back over now, Menendez. He'll use his boot there to get into it. Mesa now. Gets the Tritons out of the corner. So push it all the way back down to Yosef. Yosef. He'll get his way over to Van Loom. Van Loom. Ooh. Yeah, with a ugly hit over there as it'll sail out of bounds. Polacci keeps it in. No. Ah. So close to keeping it in, I might add. So go out of bounds and go back to Southeastern with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in this match. This soccer match has been as good as gone and done as, oh, that was nice from Granger using the side of his head there. I don't even think he realized that the ball had hit off the side of his head on that one. Pontes now is inside. And Southeastern still trying to score. I love the enthusiasm. I love how they've kept the tempo up and running still despite having the lead for the entirety of this soccer match. The full 90 minutes. 30 seconds remaining now. So work it down to Matende. Matende trying to do some work with it. But he just floats it up and out of bounds. The throw in now. Get over to Polacci. Polacci. Oh, almost mags a defender, but cannot retain possession. Jotaro Mano now. 5 seconds. He's pushed to the ground. They'll stop the match there, but the clock will stop as well, with your final score being Southeastern 6, and your Iowa Central Tritons will fall to 0. Southeastern came on heavy hitting really, really well. They obviously must be all really close friends because their communication in this soccer match was just way, way up there. Some of the best I have seen covering soccer here. And, wow, that was just a dominating performance from the get-go. My favorite goal of the day would probably have to go to Bernard. Otherwise, we did see some highlight plays that didn't go for goal, like Matende and Polacci had 2 really good hits that just missed the goal post, along with Matende having a bicycle kick. It was unsuccessful, but it was really fun to watch here over in the field. Anyway, that will be your cover of the men's soccer match between Iowa Central and Southeastern. A little after the break, we will get back to the girls playing soccer as they will try to go on their winning streak as they are very hot to start off the season. Let's see what they can do early on there. But for now, this has been Hank Ambrose from Triton Nation signing off. know he had a student like tour he had to go to, so I think Lauren came. We're gonna.
I was gonna ask you if I could play the aux.
Yeah, I think so. Let me make sure that we mute it because if the camera hears it, it'll copyright us and it'll take the stream down. So let me go and mute it. If it's
Okay.
I hope it is. If we've been talking.
We're gonna put please.
front of the door, so it won't move. Thank you. They said that they're just ready to play. And welcome, Triton Nation, to this edition of your home broadcast of your Iowa Central Tritons going up against your Southeastern soccer team right here as the Tritons get in early with the attack. And we're going to start off with a little shove right there down to our Julia Herbst, our leading scorer for this Triton squad. The Tritons come into this matchup 2-1 now on the season. Last time they had a home matchup, they went really, really well, scoring 15 goals in that one. And Southeastern as well comes into this one with 1 win and 1 loss on the season. So it's still really early in the season. We're going to see a lot of battling early on, I expect. We saw that from the boys game. And Julia Herbst sends it in off of the free kick opportunity as it goes off the hands of the goalie for Southeastern there. Your Iowa Central starting lineups in this one is number 1, Jasmine Caruffer. Number 2, Abigail Hersom. Number 3, Anna Pons. And number 5, Danny Bears. Number 7, Amber Vandeveer. Number 8, Annabelle Friege. Number 9, Addison Boyle. 10, Alicia Mulvaney. Number 11, Jeanette Scholes. 13, Julia Herbst. And 19, Flavie Saez. As here comes the corner kick. Opportunity is high and flying, and hits off their front side of the net, and it goes out of bounds. So we will see a goal kick opportunity coming in from Southeastern. That'll be goalkeeper Ellie Moffitt coming in, kicking the ball over to her player. The starting lineups for your Southeastern girls squad right here is number 1, Ellie Moffitt. She'll be the goalkeeper for today. We see a little bit of her early as the Tritons try to work inside. Number 2, Sarah Morris. Number 3, Anna Kester. 6 is Gabrielle McAlpine. Number 7 is Greta Capelletti. Number 10 is Taylor Ackerman. 13, Isabel House. 14, Gemma White. 17, Mackenzie Kearns. 18 is Paige DeSeymour. And 19 is Tara Shimata. Tritons are now on their side for the first time in this soccer match here. Here comes a throw-in. That is Sarah Morris. Sarah from Southeastern is going to throw it into Gemma White. Goes off her shin and rolls out of bounds, so it'll be back with the Tritons. Annabelle Friege now will throw it all the way in. Send it into Flavie Saez. Flavie Saez sends it over to Dalabout. Dalabout now will go over to Amber Vandeveer. Vandeveer will work up the field. She'll find Jeanette Scholes. Jeanette Scholes now will be running with the soccer ball. She'll try playing it back to Flavie Saez. She cannot get it to go. Anna Pons getting physical in on that one, going up against Tara Shimata. It is a windy one today. Oh, and that was almost a nice play in, but a better block from Sarah Morris. She's a really good defender for this Southeastern team here. And there goes Alicia Mulvaney. Mulvaney tried playing into Anna Pons, but no. It works its way through Pons and into the feet of Jeanette Scholes, as it'll take a bounce out of bounds. So in comes Ellie Moffitt, who will just hand it over to Sarah Morris for the goal kick. Now let's see what these Southeastern girls do, because we saw in the last matchup the Southeastern boys really love to play it high and sail it way over to their forwards immediately, but it looks like they will target midfielder number 6, Gabrielle McAlpine. There's a throw-in. That went to Julia Herbst. Herbst was just so good, so great of a soccer player. In her very first season with the Tritons, her freshman year, she had 25 goals for the team there. She is just excellent now. We're really lucky to have her back. Now there goes Abigail Dalabout, playing it back to Danny Bears. Bears now eventually finds it over to Annabelle Fries. Annabelle Fries steps up. Loses it, had to play it back over to Dalabout. Dalabout now goes over to Anna Pons. Pons goes a separate way and gets it over to Anna Kester. Here comes a throw-in opportunity as they try working it over to McAlpine. Throw over now will go all the way over to Julia Herbst. Herbst will lose possession of the ball, but it's poked out of bounds, so it'll go back to Triton possession. Now goes in Anna Pons. Anna Pons is fighting up against Anna Kester. So here comes the corner kick opportunity for a score from Jeanette Scholes, as she will line up to kick it away. So the righty will send it in, as it'll be tied into the goalpost, and it doesn't do itself justice as it rolls out of bounds. So we'll see another goal kick from McAlpine. McAlpine heaves it up and over to the forward Isabel Haas. There's Annabelle Fries. It sounded like that Southeastern wanted a hands call there from Fries, but I didn't see it touch the hand over there. Mulvaney tries to get in there. She'll use her shin to have it go out of bounds. So now comes a throw-in. Sarah Morris. Back over, and there goes the attack from number 7, Greta Capelletti. Capelletti isn't fast enough to get the ball there, so it'll go out of bounds. Oh. I believe you saw it, but Julia Herbst was just about in there to pickpocket that one, as they'll play it down to Jeanette Scholes. Scholes. Cross it back over to Flavie Saez. Flavie Saez, loses track of the ball. As now Taylor Ackerman will dance with it, and she loses it. She's not enough for Flavie Saez. Saez now got a little too excited. Passed it a bit early there, it looked like. So the ball will roll back to the Triton side, but it'll be retained by Saez. Saez now going to kick it back over to Annabelle Fries. Fries now finds a way to Mulvaney. Alicia Mulvaney. She'll run with it, and she'll cross it over. Ooh. That goes over the head of Captain Sarah Morris and about rolled into the left side of the net. But Ellie Moffitt was there to track it down, make sure it didn't go anywhere. Way to be aware there from Moffitt. Kicks it up and over for Morris. Sarah Morris now got the ball right back. She'll kick it all the way down to Danny Bears. Danny Bears used her chest to keep the ball back down. And there goes McAlpine. McAlpine plays it off to number 13, Isabel House. House. Looks like it went off of a Southeastern defender. So here comes the throw-in now. From Vanderveer. Vanderveer will get it into Jeanette Scholes. Scholes now. Jules didn't have the length to get it past Gabrielle McAlpine, so it went the other way. So here comes on Anna Pons now. Anna Pons takes a stab at it to make the ball go backwards, and Julia Herbst, oh, not enough speed there, except, you know, Julia Herbst is one of the fastest on the team, if not the fastest. So I guess the ball was just rolling a bit too quick for her there. Here comes Herbst now. Herbst. As it hits off her back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Vanderveer now throws it into Scholes, but Scholes loses track of it. McAlpine did a really good job going up against Scholes there. One of the matchups of the day will be between McAlpine and Scholes, but I believe the matchup I'm looking forward to most will be Mulvaney going up against Sarah Morris, the team captain for the Southeastern squad. Freeze, she'll try to play it to Mulvaney. Oh, Mulvaney almost gets there in time, but doesn't. So it'll go out of bounds, and Mackenzie Kearns was there to send that ball flying. So here comes Freeze. Freeze will back it into Herbst. She'll lose it. Now it's in the feet of Taylor Ackerman as it's played back. Mulvaney tried taking another crack at it, but it was a bit short there and a little too center. And that was a bomb from Moffitt, as that will roll out of bounds. Abigail Hersom steps up. Hersom will have to play it back to Danny Bears. Danny Bears. Flavie loses it there. Dalabout now going back to save it. Ooh, close to it. Julia Herbst rises, but she cannot get the ball back. So it'll go back to the feet of Taylor Ackerman. Ackerman danced her way around the ball earlier in this one, but didn't have the quick enough feet there to retain possession, I guess. So here comes the step up from Mulvaney. That's what I'm talking about there. Mulvaney had the eye in the back of her head. She'll have to all night if she's going to want to try to get around Sarah Morris. Kester now will lose it, so she'll dump it off to Tira. Tira now will bat it back to her whole defending core. It's in the feet of Kearns now, as Kearns will play it over to Sarah Morris. Ooh, went off the back of Kira. Mulvaney now will play it over to Flavie Saez. Flavie. She's racing towards the ball, but it's just poked out of bounds from Mackenzie Kearns. And those are always a gut punch when you race all the way down to retrieve the ball at the other end of the field just to have a defender poke it out with their toe. Although that'll result in a corner kick. Here comes Mulvaney now. Mulvaney will bat it up, and it'll be an assist for Julia Herbst as it'll go off of her thigh and it'll roll into the foot of Abby Dalabout. Abigail Dalabout will now score for the first time in this matchup. 31-21 left on the clock as the Tritons get up early. So the ball will be batted behind. Alicia Mulvaney tries stepping up there. It's not enough there, though. Annabelle Friege. Danny Bears calls for it, and she'll bat it towards Herbst. Herbst now. Looks like she'll be able to keep it in. She'll play it. Oh, she tries to play it over towards Mulvaney, but Sarah Morris and Mackenzie Kearns were there to build a wall and stop that from happening. So on comes another corner kick. Tritons scored just barely a minute ago from the corner. Oh, it looks like it'll be a throw-in now. Excuse me, my apologies there. I thought it rolled out on the frontmost side. Julia Herbst now will set it up for Mulvaney. Mulvaney will play it in. Oh, Jeanette Scholes. Looked like Jeanette Scholes connected it with her chest instead of her foot there. Now it gets over to Friege. Friege now will set it up for Mulvaney. Mulvaney gets it over to Flavie Saez. Saez. I think that was just miscommunication there. I thought that it looked like that she thought that Julia Herbst was inside a little more, but she was not close enough to get to receive the pass there. So now will come Hersom. Hersom. Send it to Dalabout. Dalabout sends it to star defender Sarah Morris. She'll try to get it back to Hersom. And there comes the play in. Nothing there, though. And now Jeanette Scholes will try to be smooth in transition, but she used her right foot, and it looked like it just hooked to the left. It's okay. She's just warming it up for later. Hopefully that she'll get it back on track. 29 minutes left to go in this first half to play. Here comes the goal kick from Sarah Morris. Looks like the wind has died down a little bit now. It used to be headed south really, really bad. But we're now back on track to a more neutral affair for the wind. There's a throw in there. Anna Pons gets into it. She'll try to play it down to Herbst. Herbst gonna have to use a left foot to play it in. Oh. That was a really nice alley-oop there, but Ellie Moffitt was there to pay attention, the freshman goalkeeper for Southeast. Here comes the throw-in now to Anna Pons, but it wasn't enough. So now Delabout will have a crack at it. Here comes the setup now. Nothing there, but it'll go the other way. The play is stuck in transition, and now finally Amber Vanderveer will come to boot the ball away. It was stuck in the same spot for about 10 seconds. And now Southeast in the corner. They'll try to cross it over, but it goes unsuccessful. Danny Bears will hit it away. Oh, and that was a nice play there. As they try to play it over to Herbst. Herbst uses a shoulder to pat her down, and she'll try to keep it in bounds. Fair play still going on there. She'll have to play back to Scholes. Scholes repaying the favor from Scholes, just playing it to her. Now Anna Pons will try to set it up along to Flavi Saez. Flavi Saez now loses it. And it kicked off the foot of Tira Shimada last. So here comes the throw-in. Anna Pons now trying to get to the corner. Oh. She couldn't get there, but it looked like, I believe it was Anna Kester that did, and she kicked it out of bounds. So it'll be another throw-in for the Tritons. They'll play it back once again. Play it back to Hersom again. Hersom now. She'll send it all the way over. Not enough, though. Abby Hersom. She'll play it over to Jeanette Scholes. There goes the throw-in now. As it doesn't go far till the Tritons get it back, but Dalabout loses it to Gemma White. Gemma White now, she's going to have to battle against Freeze. Freeze now has to dump it back off to Danny Bears. Danny Bears sends it down to Anna Pons. Anna Pons, who was formerly playing on the left side, has worked her way back to the right, as she still has possession of the ball. Oh, she almost kept it into fair play. But she lost it, and now Ackerman will play it back to McAlpine. McAlpine now will cross the center line. She won't do much with it. There goes the hit there. Anna Pons, ooh. That was about dangerous as Anna Pons went in to lay some contact against Taylor Ackerman, but she got her foot up. Luckily, it didn't collide with her face. That was really close there. So in comes a substitution, as we'll have Paige to Seymour coming out. And it looks like we'll have Tara Patel coming in. Alicia Mulvaney going against Tara Patel now in a nice play in from Herbst, but Herbst doesn't have a soft enough touch to keep the ball down, and she will lose possession of it, so it'll go back to the goalkeeper. Ellie Moffitt hits it away. Gets it down to Gemma White. But she loses back to Anna Pons. Anna Pons is everywhere today. She's playing well. And Alicia Mulvaney, she'll attempt to get it past Patel. Here comes the throw in now from Freeze. She tries to get it over to Anna Pons, but loses it. And now Kearns will kick it out of bounds. Anna Pons now hot to lay it off to Mulvaney. Mulvaney shoots it in. Oh. It would have been a roller as it was bouncing off the ground, but that was no good there. So now it'll go to the other way as Greta Capelletti. Capelletti will lose the ball now. Dalabout tries getting there for it. Flavi Saez. Not there. So Hersom now. She'll work with it. She'll get it back to Danny Bears. Ooh. Looked like we had a collision there between Dalabout and I believe that was McAlpine at the center field line, but both gals are fine there. Abby tried getting past McAlpine once again, but she's not letting her. She's a brick wall against Dalabout there. Anna Pons now will work her way up. Plays it with her left. She gets it over to Mulvaney. Mulvaney going to have to use the speed. Her pace was not fast enough there. She'll lose that one from going. Oh, and a nice layoff from Herbst to Anna Pons, but Pons was not anticipating it because she lost track of the ball there. Looks like Flavie Size will attempt to play it in, but it goes back to Moffitt. So Moffitt will pick it up. She'll attempt another bomb kick. No, she'll roll it actually. My bad there. She'll play it back to Mackenzie Kearns. Ackerman now. She played a conservative there, but she did not connect to the foot of Tira. Oh! And it looked like Sarah Morris swung a little early. We don't see that much there. I think she got a little intimidated with Herb standing right there. I would be too, as she is a deadly, deadly weapon going up against any team, as she scores often. She hasn't scored yet in this one, as we got 19 minutes and 35 seconds remaining on the game clock. Here comes the throw-in. Trying to get over to Flavie Saez. Nothing there. Now they'll get it back to Herbst. Herbst. Nope. Alicia Mulvaney now. She'll dance around. She'll play it off to Anna Pons. Wow. She has just such good footwork. Whoa! How'd she stop it there on the line? That was good, but she did lose possession, although. Sarah Morris now. She'll play it back off to Tara Patel. Patel now. She'll play it back again to McAlpine. McAlpine? Nope. Looked like McAlpine tried playing it all the way over to Greta Cappelletti, but she lost it there. So now the Tritons will get a crack at it. Ooh. Attempt to lay it off to Anna Pons, but it goes nowhere. Nice heads-up play from Danny Bears there for the block. You know, if Danny Bears did not get there, it looked like Gemma White would have had a really good opportunity to score. She does here as well. Gemma White. She leans over the line, and she scores for Southeastern. I believe, or no. They'll call it offsides. Oh, that was so close. Well, either way, it went into the net, and, I mean, that looked like a highlight from Gemma White, but I guess she was just a little too offsides for them to call it fair. Good eye from the officiating crew there. Otherwise, it would have had a tie game here. So here comes Julia Herbst. Herbst. She'll keep possession of the ball. She keeps the ball so close to her feet. It makes it so effective and hard for them to steal it from her. Looks like we have a substitution in for Dalabout. Addison Boyle is out there. She's number 9 now. Goes in between the legs of Flavie Saez, so it is now battling between Saez and McAlpine. McAlpine will lay it off to Anna Kester. Looks like we have Amber Westling in as well. She was another substitution. It looks like she's in for Jeanette Scholes. Vanderveer now working with it. Didn't get enough foot in there. Now the ball is out of bounds. Here comes the throw-in. The throw-in now. Ugh. That was a little sloppy there. So it'll be Triton possession. Tritons now. Work it up to their star forward, Herbst, but she will lose it, and it'll go back the other way. That's Vanderveer that's going to have to hustle down there for the ball. But she's not quick enough for it, so it'll go out of bounds once again. So a throw-in. Southeastern's going to push their girls down to the other end of the field to hopefully get some offense going. They're only going to keep 2 back on their side. Ackerman now. She'll have to find a way to lay it off. Nope. Now line back up to Ackerman, who is still stuck in a corner. Tritons for the men's and girls teams both play really, really good defense when it comes to when their opponent is stuck in a corner. I'm not for sure what drill you can use to get it done there, but it may just be part of their aggressiveness and physicality. They are a brick wall when it comes to playing defense in that corner over there. Anyway, now we are back to play here. Will be booted up there, but Friege was there to stop that one from coming in. Here comes the crossover. And another opportunity. Oh. That was another opportunity there for Gemma White. She was so close to scoring there once again. It looks like she'll be down at the moment. So we'll pause the action there. I hope she's okay. It looks like she's grabbing her rib. She possibly just got the wind knocked out of her because it looked like she had landed back on her stomach after she went up for the header. And she gets up to her own power, so it looks like she will be good. I don't think there'll be let's see if they'll sub. Yeah, we're going to sub Gemma White out on Southeastern's team. And in comes in Genevieve Barry, freshman forward. And we have some more subs for Iowa Central. Julie Koch will be in along with Val Reyes. Val Reyes will be playing the right mid position. Get our mids some rest now. It looks like Val Reyes subbed in for Mulvaney now as the ball works towards the center. Anna Pons, tries to step in front of it, but Sarah Morris has 2 quick feet. She boots it away there. So Julie Koch now tries to get physical. She'll win possession of the ball. She'll kick it over to Val Reyes. Val. Can't do it there. And big boot from Annabelle Friege. As it hits off the back of Genevieve Barry. Barry now will work with it. She's backed up against Friege. Nothing there. Danny Baird's going to hit it out of bounds because it was a one-on opportunity between her and Luz Lafitte, who was recently subbed in for Southeastern as well. Hersom now. She's going to kick it over, but it's not enough for Wessling to retain possession. Anna Pons tries stepping in front of it, but Tira Shimana is there. And Barry was not quick enough to get there in time as well. Barry now. Attempt a little slide in there, but nothing there. Ackerman tries to go for goal, but Danny Bears is too strong for her there, and she'll kick it out of bounds. So we'll see another throw-in. This time throwing in for Southeastern is Patel. Patel now. Barry and Patel keep going back and forth between each other. They have some good communication. Julie Koch now falls to her knees, but gets quickly back up and goes for the steal. Oh, that was close there. Danny Bears uses her head to back that one away. Boyle will play it back to make the ball eventually go forward. Julia Herbst tries playing it in. Val Reyes is going to have to fight against Patel. No way there. Plays it over to Koch, and she'll eventually lose it. So there's Addison Boyle now trying to get back to the ball, but Hersom is also there to back her up. Here comes the crossing. Not there enough, though. Anna Pons now going to have to go against Patel. Patel! As it goes off her shoulder, but now it'll go all the way back to McAlpine. McAlpine's going to have to play it back to Kearns. Kearns sends it way over to the right, but it stays in bounds. Herbst now gets the ball. We now have 9 minutes remaining in the first half. There goes the throw-in. Addison Boyle now is going to have to work against her defender as it tries to get it back. Flavie Size now. She's going to play it all the way to the left from Julia Herbst. Herbst is dominantly a righty. She'll try to boot it back in. Does a good job doing that. She'll eventually get it over to Julie Koch. Koch now. She's dancing with the ball. She'll cross it over. Oh, Val Reyes almost gets possession back there, but loses it. Boyle now. Play back to Koch. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining now. There goes a good play in. Herbst is going to have to track it down, though. And what a, a layoff there for the Tritons. A perfect opportunity. Oh, Jeanette Scholes had a prime opportunity to score there. Holy smokes, was she coming in hot. Jeanette Scholes, the gal that was just running for goal there, is now going to be attempting a corner kick. She'll boot it into the air. Hersom now, kick it off her ankle. Hersom will now have to go and track it down herself. Hersom tries to play it back to herself, but it's no good. So in comes Barry. Is Barry's going to work? They're going to have to dump it back off to Vanderveer. Barry went from goalpost to goalpost almost there. You know, there's not a lot of things that would get me to sprint from goalpost to goalpost, but if I had a wide opportunity for a goal, I believe I'd take it too. Julie Herbst now. Let's go, Julia. Let's see what you can do with it. We got a 4-on-4 opportunity. Herbst now going to play it off to Scholes. She finds the gap in between the defenders. Herbst now, she's going to step up and get the possession back. Herbst, she's stuck in her own corner now. She's going to have to make a move. Plays it back to Jeanette Scholes. Scholes going to play it in. It's high. Oh, a little too high. It'll bounce out of bounds with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half to play. Here comes the goal kick from Sarah Morris. She'll kick it over. Addison Boyle gets aggressive and tries to win that ball there. So play it back over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer will stop it and play it back into Julie Koch. Koch. Get it down to Danny Bears. Bears going to have to play it real high. Soren. She'll get it back to Koch again. Here comes the play-in. Trying to aim for Val Reyes was Flavie Saez, but it just was a little too in. If it was a little more left, it would have counted as a shot on goal, actually, which would have gone down on the stat sheet. And there comes the sub in and sub out for Gabrielle McAlpine, as we will have Gemma White coming back in. I'm happy to see she's okay. She gets possession of the ball right away. They know who they want to score on the field. So play it down to Barry. Barry now. Oh, almost keeps it in. But Annabelle Friege made sure to keep it on her back the whole time. Friege now. Trying to play it into Flavie Saez. Flavie Saez now finds Val Reyes. Val Reyes. Kick it over to Koch. Can't do anything with it. The dance from Herbst now. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Ooh, Addison Boyle about tripped over herself. Luckily she didn't, though. Ball just crossed center field line again. Being batted back and forth. Hersom now. She'll play it before she crosses center field line. Flavie Saez is going to have to work her magic. Saez now. Koch is going to play it all the way back to Hersom, who will change field, but it is intercepted. Gemma White now. She'll try to play right. She goes a little too far right, I believe, and Isabel House is not fast enough to get there as it goes out of bounds. 1-0. Tritons on top. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain. There is Gemma White in after the throw-in. She's going to try to play it back to Taylor Ackerman. Nothing there now. Herbst is going to go down and find Jeanette Scholes. Jeanette Scholes, 2-on-2 opportunity. What will she do with it? She'll play it back to Valreyes. Valreyes! Oh! She tries to one-touch it, but it goes right and loses it. Big hit now. Ball will go over to Barry. Barry is rolling the ball around, finds a way to Kira. Kira gets it back to Barry, and Barry's got wheels. She's going to move down. She's going to left foot it. Ooh, that was a little pudgy. She lost control of the ball there. Flavie Size now, 2-on-1 opportunity. Gets it back to Valreyes. Valreyes, she's going to have to look because a pickpocket steal's coming. A little effort there from Sarah Morris, so she trusted her goalkeeper, Ellie Moffitt, to retain the ball there, as she does, with 47 seconds remaining in the first half now. And the big save from Julie Koch. She extends her leg. Time still ticking down. Got 21 seconds remaining as the throw-in is made. Barry now try to play it in. Barry's playing really well. She may need some more time as she wasn't even starting today. Valreyes now loses it. Patel tries kicking it over, but Addison Boyle's there. Boyle kicks it away. Gemma White now tries sending it down. Caruffer is there. And as the bell sounds, Caruffer, Triton goalie, was there to save the ball before it entered the net, as your first half score will be 1-0. Tritons on top. We saw the score go to the defender, actually, Dalabout, on that corner kick coming in from Mulvaney. Mulvaney is just so good at those corner kicks. She's a great winger and midfielder, really. And the Tritons so far looking like the better team, except, you know, Southeastern, they got some fight in them. They have showed some really good plays from Gemma White along with Genevieve Barry. And you know what? Sarah Morris is a really good defender. She plays a really good backfield back there. So the Tritons are going to have to keep being communicative and work a way around that defense and keep milking the clock and playing the time of possession. I feel like Tritons have dominated the time of possession early on. But anyway, they will take a break on the field, so we will take a break up in the booth. This is Triton Nation, and I will get back to you at the start of the second half. And we are back to the action here at Harlan Rogers Sports Complex, watching the Triton girls go up against Southeastern soccer team. Tritons now are going to work their way into the win as they are on top 1-0 early on in the first half, but we are back to the second half now. Here's Flavie Saez getting back to work from what she did earlier. Now Mulvaney will work down, and she's going to keep the ball, set the pace for the girls here. Alicia Mulvaney now. Try kicking it back over to Flavie Saez, but you know what? That's Sarah Morris. She's a great defender back there for the Southeastern girls team. She's going to bat it away into a corner kick. And the second to last time Mulvaney had kicked a corner kick was when the Tritons had scored with Abigail Dalabout. I don't see Dalabout out there. But here comes the kick in. As it's closest to Flavie Saez, and about hits off the foot of Jeanette Scholes. Jeanette Scholes is shot on target, but it goes out of bounds now. That was a nice save there from Ellie Moffitt. Moffitt will attempt to play it over to Anna Kester. Kester then finds it over to Greta Capoletti. Capoletti now. There's the throw in there. That was some good defense against Taylor Ackerman. There's Dalabout there. A hands call will be made. Anna Pons will now have a crack at it. Looks like, nope. She'll forfeit her kick to Alicia Mulvaney. See if Mulvaney will go to a teammate or she'll attempt to kick it into the goal. Looks like the goalie's not paying much attention here. She will go to the goal. Ooh! As it almost goes to the corner and in, Moffitt will go out of bounds as it is kicked back over to Gemma White. And then it'll find its way over to Vanderveer. Vanderveer now gets it over to Herbst. Herbst loses it, but Flavie Saez is there to retain possession, and then she'll lose it to Sarah Morris. Sarah Morris now will just use that foot of hers to kick it back into those trees. 42 minutes and 17 seconds remain. There goes the throw-in from Friege. And Anna Pons are working together there. Anna Pons tries to step into it. Ugh. Let's see if she can get it going there. Nope. Ooh. Mulvaney with the steal. She'll kick it in. Oh, nothing there. Flavie Saez tries to work her magic, but loses it once again. Vanderveer now will kick it back over to Flavie. Hersum's going to have to chase it down. Hersum's going up against Isabel Haas in this matchup. Capoletti now. She'll lose it. Dalabout now is going to send it over back to Flavie Saez. Tritons are only playing two forwards up there. Flavie Saez, and we also have Julia Herbst is the main forward at the very top there, playing the center position. Ooh. Alicia Mulvaney tries dancing, but it doesn't fool that defender there. Tritons keep trying to work this offense where they feed the ball to Flavie Saez, and then she'll pick and choose there. Julia Herbst has been double-teamed a lot of this game, and I doubt that we won't see that for the rest of the matchup today. Mulvaney isn't quick enough to save that ball from rolling out of bounds, and it'll go back to Southeastern. Sarah Morris will throw it in. It'll go down to Danny Bears. Danny Bears will kick it away so Gemma White doesn't have an opportunity. If there was one offensive player to be scared of on Southeastern side, it would definitely be Gemma White. She's had 2 really good shots already on goal. And, ooh, Caruffer. The ball sails almost over her head, but she has the awareness to be paying attention for that one. Caruffer now, she'll try to feed Mulvaney the ball as it bounces off of her head and stays square. Oh, she'll take a shot to the hip. So they'll stop the action, and the Tritons will advance and keep possession. So it'll be Annabelle Friege now to kick. Trying to get over to Dalabout, but she's not aggressive enough. She's going up against, I believe that was McAlpine that stole it back from her. Anna Pons now. She works behind her. 3 against 4 now. Alicia Mulvaney. She goes to the corner. Oh, no. Oh, Mulvaney, she steals it back. I was going to say, usually it's the defender that steals it from the offensive playmaker there, but the offensive playmaker stole from probably the best defender on the field there. On the Southeastern side, anyway. Mulvaney lines up to kick. She'll send it up. Got a lot of hang time on that one. Julia Herbst. Oh. And she put a curve on the head, on the header. I mean, there's not a lot of players that can curve a header there, but she found a way to do it, and it didn't get past the goalkeeper there. So now Ackerman send it down and over to her own coach as it'll go out of bounds. Head coach Zachary Newton did not look impressed when it went over to his way. Mulvaney will lose it. Here comes the throw-in now. McAlpine. Whoa, that was a nice kick. She'll send it over to Capoletti. Danny Bear's now going to have to work with it. She'll send it away from White. Caruffer, no. Jeez. It goes over Jasmine Caruffer's head. She turns back around, though, luckily, to save it before it bounces in. Caruffer is battling the wind in this one. Danny Bears now. Ball sent down to Herbst. Herbst. Oh, that would have been a really good layoff to Mulvaney, but she just misses her target. 20 seconds remaining. 36 minutes and 20 seconds. Here comes the setup. Oh, that was a high-flying ball from McAlpine. She'll send it in. Oh! And about Megs Caruffer. Caruffer's got 3 excellent saves already within the first 10 minutes of the second half. Bats off the head of Capoletti. Hersom going to have to be aggressive to win that one. Kira now gets the ball. She tries sending it, but Flavi Saez is there to intercept it. She'll have to send it back. Danny Bear sends it high and flying into the sky. Anna Kester can't field the ball down. Mulvaney now. She's going to work against the defender. Sarah Morse, no. Julia Herbstall, though. And a score. And a score from Julie Herbst. Herbst and Mulvaney are laughing that one off because it really should have been Alicia Mulvaney to get that goal there, but it hit off the side post. But luckily, Julia Herbst was paying attention enough to score that one. So the score will go 2-0 now with 34 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. And here comes a sub in, Addison Boyle, right there. She'll be playing sweeper. She just played the ball back over to Alicia Mulvaney. You know, despite Mulvaney not scoring there, I'm happy that she didn't miss because Herbst eventually did. And now she'll just be even more hungry to go out there and get the next one. She was just so close to putting it back into the net, but wasn't enough there. And the ref got and the officiator got in the way to that one. Tira Shimada's like, really? Come on, man. He got in the way there. As it'll go back over here now. Gemma White now. She'll play it back over and is not good enough there. Flavi Saez tries getting it, but Tira is there. Oh. And here comes the play-in. And a score out of nowhere. Isabel Haas will get into score for Southeastern. What a goal that came from out of nowhere. And I think that was Mackenzie Kearns that laid it in there, possibly. She was way back towards the center field line. I did not think that could be assisted from that range, but it was. And it falls right through. 2-1 now is your score. It took no time for Southeastern to answer back quickly. Abigail Dallabout now. She's aggressive right away. Anna Kester now. She's going to have to play it all the way back to the lady that just got the assist, Mackenzie Kearns. It'll go the other way. Now it looks like it'll be Gabrielle McAlpine going against Hersom. Go out of bounds, and the line judge says it'll be Iowa Central possession. Good call there. Vanderveer now will give it to Anna Pons. Nice throw in there from Vanderveer. Isabel Hassan tries setting up her teammate McAlpine. McAlpine now loses it. Anna Pons sends it over. There's Sarah Morris now. She'll take her time with the ball. She'll send it down to White. Gemma White. Ooh. Close to getting it there, but Annabelle Fries was there to stop that from happening. 31 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one. Zach Cole kick will go out of bounds. Gemma White now. Ooh, Mulvaney. Mulvaney comes all the way down from her attacking position to play some defense, and she gets in there right away. Danny Bears now. She's going to let the ball roll right past her. Good call. We now have a goal kick opportunity. Hersom now will elect to kick it off to whoever she may desire. Looks like she chooses Vanderveer. Vanderveer nearly loses it, kicks it into an opposing team's player. And that was a nice little header from Addison Boyle. She's got a few headers in this one so far. And the step up from Anna Pons stops the attack there. Ooh, that was a smoking hot hit from Vanderveer. Alpine now working. Ooh. That was off the face of Mulvaney. She's a toughie, though. Could have caused a bloody nose there. That was a hard hit. Got 30 minutes exactly remaining in the second half. And we'll start it off with a goal kick. Hersom backs up to kick, and she'll send it over. Then it'll go all the way back down to Julia Herbst, but Herbst could not keep it in bounds. So it'll result in a Triton throw-in. So that it is, and it gets right back to Herbst. Herbst now pushed to the ground, but it'll remain the Triton possession as the ball rolls out of bounds once again for yet another Triton throw-in. She'll kick it back down to Flavie Saez. And then back to Herbst. Herbst will attempt to play it in, but it is booted off a defender. I believe that defender was Taylor Ackerman. She's had a really good day today playing defense. Let's see if she can show up here. Coming off of a Mulvaney corner kick. Tritons are sending just about everyone down there to the goal. Mulvaney's kick is up. It's got a lot of hang time once again. Oh, Hersom. The center back about scored now. The Tritons defenders have found a way to score today. Flavie Saez will score nearly anyway. 2-1. Boyle tried playing it off. Couldn't do anything there. So there it goes the other way. Alicia Mulvaney. Mulvaney. She's going up against Mackenzie Kearns there. Kearns trailing from behind. She'll play it into Anna Pons. Anna Pons now. Oh. And she was just about a foot away from kicking it into the back of the net on that one. Gets it back out to Gemma White now. Gemma White. Oh. Almost played it right behind number 8, Annabelle Friese on that one. And in goes the throw-in. Danny Bears was the one playing defense on that one. And Friese kicks it out of bounds for another throw-in. Oh, Danny Bears gets right back off as she's plopped down. Anna Pons now. She'll play it down to Julia Herbst. Herbst with a one-on-one opportunity. She's got one more trailing her. And she'll play it in all the way to Dalabout. Dalabout with another opportunity to score. Oh! Dalabout almost got her second goal of the day. That was an excellent play design and a great pass from Herbst. Oh my goodness. That's about as good as a look you could get, but heads up goalie play from Ellie Moffitt there for Southeastern. Props to her for saving that ball. Anna Pons now will play it back to Alicia Mulvaney. Mulvaney! Oh, my goodness. The Tritons are heating up on offense. Mulvaney almost got past her defender, but Anna Pons now makes up for it. She'll play it back to Herbst. Herbst will play it in to Pons. Pons now with her left foot will score. 3-1 now for the Tritons. Oh, let's see if it's called offsides. No call from the official yet. It looks like it'll be good. I'm going to mark that down as a Julia Herbst assist going to Anna Pons as Anna Pons uses her left foot to hit it in the back of the net. Ellie Moffitt looks a little disappointed on that last goal being scored, but I mean, the Tritons got such a good attacking offense. How could you really be super disappointed? McAlpine now. Play it back to Sarah Morris. Morris. Have to play it back down to Gemma White. Now the Southeastern isn't far off from being back to tying this one. 3-1 is your score with 25 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the game clock. So it'll get back down to Flavie Saez. Saez tries playing it back over to Mulvaney, but she can't keep it. There's Danny Bears. Oh, and here comes a setup. That was a nice setup for Vanderveer. Vanderveer, the defender, will now pass it down to Dalabout. Dalabout crosses it over to the center. Herbst now. Ooh. It looked like she got a little happy feet. Maybe got a little trigger happy there and pulled it a little early. Although she had an open look, but did not make contact with the goal. Shot was off target on that one. The ball is up and high flying. And now it's coming down. And a second opportunity for number 13. And she will score for Southeastern. What a score for Isabel House. Taking it to the house. 3-2 now with 23 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. We have ourselves a soccer match over at Harlan Rogers Sports Complex. And it looked like lightning struck twice on that one. As the exact same thing happened for Isabel House to score. Last time, it was an assist all the way from center field, and that right there was the same thing. Tritons now back on offense as they cough it up, but it gets back to Addison Boyle. Boyle sweeps it off left. Vanderveer now tries getting past offensive playmaker Capoletti. She loses it, though, and it looks like Vanderveer's on the ground. I believe Vanderveer had maybe gotten the wind knocked out of her. I hope she's okay. I'm reporting it looks like it is more down closer to her ankle. Possibly could have rolled it, not for sure here. We'll take a timeout from playing. We'll take a timeout in the booth for this one now. And we are just about to resume action over at Harlan Rogers now. It looked like she had just twisted her ankle in that one. Amber Vanderveer will walk off and seem like she's okay to her own power there. Jeanette Scholes now, she's back in. Scholes working for it. Oh, she'll lose it there. So it looks like from here, oh, Mulvaney now, she's attacking. She'll take it off to Herbst. Herbst, oh, loses it. And that was a nice play from Anna Kester to make sure that corner kick doesn't happen. She kicked it back. But what I was saying was it looks like the sub-in for Vanderveer will be Jeanette Scholes, except what they plan on doing, it looked like, is they move Flavie Saez to play left back for her. And here comes a, oh, what a pass. Anna Pons assists Alicia Mulvaney. As Southeastern looked absolutely lost in translation there. Mulvaney finally got the goal she was looking for all day. Good score there. 4-2 now. 22 minutes and 15 seconds. Like I was saying, though, it looks like Jeanette Scholes will come right back out for Vanderveer. So that's good that she's okay. Well, as that play was happening, Jeanette Scholes was playing the left mid, which usually is what Flavie Saez plays. But they brought her back to play left back. We got Vanderveer back in now. Dallabout tries getting back up there. There it goes back over to Anna Pons. Anna Pons now. She dances around a defender. That was Gabrielle McAlpine that got lost in the sauce there. Mulvaney now. She'll try to kick it back over, but she can't do anything about it. Addison Boyle now. She shoulder checks a defender. Vanderveer now gets the ball right back to her feet. Annabelle Fries tried connecting with Mulvaney, but couldn't get it to go. Flavie Saez now works her way up. She's moving in fast break. She'll play it over to Alicia Mulvaney. Mulvaney plays it in. She finds Herbst. She's going to have to dump it back off to Anna Pons, and Anna Pons goes down inside the goalie's box, but she's okay. Finds it to Julia Herbst, but she is way offsides. I saw that one from up in the booth. She was so offsides. That's okay, though, because the Trends are up 4-2 with 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Got a whole lot of time left still. There goes the kickover for that one. Now kick it all the way back down to Vanderveer. Vanderveer now gets it over to Dallabout. Dallabout finds Addison Boyle. Boyle now sets it up for Hersum. Hersum still working with it. Good job at tracking the ball down, and Vanderveer will just hit it out of bounds. Over now. Oh, and what a play in by Herbst. She'll get it down to Dallabout. Dallabout scored once already. She's going to set it up. Oh, Anna Pons did not make contact with it, though. Flavie Saez also missed it there. Vanderveer comes up from the backfield, and she'll kick it way out of bounds. Big boot now. She'll get away over. .18 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Here comes a setup. Big boot now. Caruffer's paying attention to that one, and she'll let it roll out of bounds. There goes the boot over. Oh. Vanderveer, be careful on that one. Here comes the throw in from Anna Kester. Addison Boyle gonna have to step up. Ooh. She gets shoulder checked to the ground from Gemma White. Boyle's ran into a lot of contact in this game. There's the throw in from Kester. Kester. Get it to Gemma White. Boyle playing good defense against her. She's going to have to play it back to Isabel Haas. And a nice play in for Herbst, but it does not go anywhere. It's recovered by Ellie Moffitt, actually. She'll kick it in. Goes way over the center field line. Now's Alicia Mulvaney, as she'll try to play it in. Gets it down to Herbst. And there goes Julie Koch of the Tritons. She was subbed in very recently. Score 4-2, 15 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. As it looks like we will have a Triton corner kick. It appears the Tritons do not yet have. There we go. Mulvaney steps up to take action. They hadn't elected anyone to kick it off yet. Mulvaney now. She'll boot it high up there. And a header scored from Addison Boyle. Mulvaney gets her second assist of the day. Addison Boyle. Used her smart thinking and uses her head to score off of that one. 5-2 now. Addison Boyle usually plays sweeper in there. She scored all the way from the front line of that past corner kick. That was definitely one of the better goals of the day between the boys and girls matchup. Danny Bears now gets it down. Julie Koch now. She'll put a shoulder into it, try to get a score going here. Capoletti now tries to play it off, but she can't get it to go anywhere. It's over to Dalabout. Dalabout now finds Pons. Pons loses it. So she'll have to play it back. Ooh. Hersom now retains possession. She'll play it to her teammate, Anna Pons. Anna Pons now gets it down to Alicia Mulvaney. She'll take her time with it and then eventually play it off to Julia Herbst. Let's go, Julia. Herbst now working all the way down. She stops. Ooh. Herbst with the cross in. Oh, Mulvaney almost got it to go again. But it'll go out of bounds for a goal kick. 13 minutes and 35 seconds remain. Tritons up 5-2 in this one. Ball is kicked high and hard. Ooh. Nice little throw over right there. Looks like the ball keeps getting batted around between Sarah Morris and Ackerman. And there we go now. Anna Pons on the attack. She'll swivel through defenders. But the ball is battered away to the other end of the field. And here comes Capoletti. Capoletti now tries finding her way down to Isabel House. Hersom now. Hersom is sent to the ground, but she sends the ball flying to the right. That is Wessling there. Trying to set it up for Koch. Koch was moving. Koch, nearly gets the ball back. Addison Boyle now. Gonna play it back out to the right mid. Wessling. There they go. Plays it back there. Ooh, almost. Nearly gets to go there. Dalabout now. Loses it right then and there as well. Here comes the setup. Koch to Julia Herbst. Herbst now. 3-on-3 opportunity. Herbst keeps it herself and loses it. Oh no, she gets it right back. Herbst. Gemma White is going to play it to the left Milder. Genevieve Barry, who just checked in this match. Barry had a really good last 10 minutes of the first half, almost scoring twice. And we see her checking into the last 11 minutes now with 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go. It's going to be tough to see these Southeastern girls come back in to tie the game up, but never say never in this one. There's Hersom now. He's going to send it down over Addison Boyle. There's a setup for Barry, but she'll lose it. Anna Pons now. Needed to get rid of it sooner, but eventually got there. Kearns now. Looks like she sent it out of bounds. Going to be Southeast possession. Throw in for Sarah Morris. Not then there. So here's Koch. Koch loses it. Pickpocket steal from Gemma White. Gemma White now. She'll send it back over to Barry. Barry now trying to get it over to Haas. Haas can't do it. Dalabout now going down to the center field line. And here's a one-on-one opportunity between Julia Herbst and I believe that is number 17, Mackenzie Kearns. And, oh, she loses it there. Ooh. Hit her. She hit her in the head. I hope she's okay there. There's Vanderveer now. She'll send it over to Dalabout. Dalabout sends it back over to Kearns, which almost makes it back to Herbst. Herbst now does get the ball back with the pickpocket still there from Page to Seymour. Sets it up for Westling. Westling crosses it over. Dalabout now. Oh, Dalabout was so close to getting there. Should be a corner kick. And here comes a substitution. Val Reyes is coming in. Not for sure for who yet. Looks like Val Reyes is coming in for Abigail Dalabout. She'll be taken over as a midfielder. Anna Pons now, the lefty. Sends it way up high in this one. Oh, Danny Bears now. Took a running start and almost headed it into the back of the goal as well. There's the throw-in right there. Herbst now. She's going to play it back to Anna Pons. Anna Pons slides through a defender with her left foot. Oh! She set it up just a little too high. And that's a relief for goalkeeper Ellie Moffitt. Six minutes, 55 seconds remain at Harlan Rogers Sports Complex. Now the ball works its way towards Annabelle Friege. And then Danny Bears will kick it out of bounds. Danny Bears now. Gets it into Anna Pons. It's kicked back out of bounds. Friege now with the throw-in. Gets it over to Julie Koch. Koch now. Sends it over to Jared Beauchamp, the head coach. But, hey, we're all right in this one. Trines are looking really good in today's matchup. There goes Anna Pons now. Alicia Mulvaney going to try to save it. Gets played back by Koch. Koch with too heavy of a touch there. Vanderveer now going to try to hit Val Reyes. Val Reyes plays it back now. Here comes the ball back to Julie Koch. Koch takes her time with it. Finds it way down to Addie. Addie Boyle is the one that was the last person to touch that before it got to Mulvaney, and then Mulvaney lost it. Gemma White now. Gemma White with the ball. 2-on-2 opportunity, and nice step from Danny Bears. Danny Bears is having a monster second half. She's everywhere. Haven't seen a lot of pickpocket steals from her, but she is stabbing, and stabbing really good. Usually stabbing is not ideal what you want from your defender because it goes through the legs usually, but Danny Bears is just a special connection with that ball, I guess. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain. Here comes the throw-in from Anna Kester. Anna Kester gets it a little too past Ackerman. Oh, Anna Pons almost plays it into Mulvaney. Vanderveer now. Anna Pons shoves her defender to the ground. Uh-oh, Vanderveer is going to have a little race-off between Olivia Moffett Oh, and it goes past Addie Boyle. Now Val Reyes is with it. She'll work the field. But here comes the ooh, and a nice little step back. I was going to say watch out for Anna Kester, almost pickpocket her. Westling now. Sets it up for Addie Boyle. Addie Boyle now with it. She'll play it over to Koch. Koch is looking for where to go with it. She's taking her time. Excellent read there to Amber Westling. Ooh, Westling whiffs it. And Sarah Morris is there to get the ball back. But Westling's aggressive enough to nearly win it back, but it'll be a throw-in. Two minutes, 20 seconds remain now. Alicia Mulvaney will have to play it back to Koch. Koch plays it in. And Ellie Moffitt's there. Here comes the kick. Zelson and in and over to Mulvaney. And Mulvaney is going to be called offside. So it'll go back to being possession for Southeastern. And the big boot from Sarah Morris. Although it'll go out of bounds. Had the length, but not necessarily accuracy. But here comes the throw-in from Morris. As it'll go out of bounds once again. And it'll go back to the Tritons. Annabelle Friege now. Friege will throw it into Koch. Here it comes now. Back over to Anna Kester. Kester now will play it over to Moffett. Moffett. And it sneaks by a defender, and it almost sneaks by Caruffer, but luckily she's there to pounce back on it as time ticks away. And your final score is 5-2. So your Iowa Central Tritons will win this one over at the Harlan Rogers Sports Complex on the soccer field. Wow, did we have a lot of highlights today. We saw how well the Tritons can play on defense. Oh my goodness, we are super talented in our offense and defensive side of the ball. Some of my favorite plays of the day coming from the Southeastern side would have been the scoring from Isabel House. Isabel House got 2 goals today, as she was the only 2 points to score for Southeastern, but they both came from really long assists, starting from the center field line. Now, for the Tritons, probably some of the better goals of the day. My personal favorite might have been Addie Boyle. She had a really nice header coming off the foot of Mulvaney. Mulvaney also had a time where she almost scored in transition, but it hit off the side post, and Julia Herbst got her only score of the day right there. But otherwise, the Tritons just had a lot of scores, a lot of good awareness. Tritons are really, really good when it comes to communication, and I'm really excited to keep seeing how far this team will go all throughout the season, because this is a special team right here led by Julia Herbst. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in, Triton Nation. We will get right back to you from Harlan Rogers Sports Complex in the next soccer bench. Otherwise, I'll be signing out. Hank Ambrose from Triton Nation.